matchup between the New England Patriots and the Las Vegas Raiders. And off we go from Las Vegas. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Zappe going right to the air here. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. And Zappe to throw. Got a man. It's Tyquan Thornton. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Zappe now on 1st and 10. And he gets this to Thornton. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. He's fresh off that 3-touchdown performance last week that got him AFC Offensive Player of the Week, so you know that he was already on their radar. Now he's maybe even a bigger plane on their radar.
Bigger plane. I mean, he is the big dot on that screen that they're looking at and saying, how in the heck do we stop him? They're going to try a bunch of different things, different people covering him, but right now he's locked in and is in sync with his quarterback.
And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll run again with Harris. And this won't be enough to pick up the 1st. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here. That's swung out wide to Harris. And he will have a Patriots 1st down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. Well, that's how you use your safety valve, CD. He didn't appear to be the intended target, but they got it to him, and he was able to get just enough to pick up the 1st.
And what a great example of where we are right now in the NFL, because if you're a running back, you're not just going to carry it. You got to catch it out of the backfield as well. Those combo guys, they're the ones everyone wants on their team. Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Zappe back to throw. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
They haven't been able to stop them so far this series, but getting a nice little stand from their defense now.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Zappe from the gun. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Rock Ya-Sin. And the Raiders are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ballgame.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. Come up 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. On the ground is Jacobs to start the drive. And he'll get this up to about the 40. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. This defense for the Patriots, they were excellent a week ago in a victory over Arizona.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
So the completion good for just 3. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. Throwing now is Carr. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field. And a nice dart picks up the 1st down and then some.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Stuck for a loss by Christian Barmore. The Raiders at 4-9 now on the year. They were losers their last time out. Trying to get back in the win column, but obviously not an easy task here in a hostile environment.
Yeah, always tough to win away from home. But sometimes what you do is you use these types of games as bonding experiences and carry that into the contest.
On 2nd and 12, Carr. A quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
Kind of a fine line when you're setting up a screen. You don't want to throw it too early and have the defense react too quickly. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late, and that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Carr. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots 16. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Well, on 3rd down, he wanted to go to one of his most dependable targets, and that's who he found, his tight end there, to pick up the 1st, Charles.
And you use the proper word there, dependable, and sometimes spectacular, because tight ends nowadays, they can do it all. But they're the guys you trust, especially across the middle of the field where there's traffic. He delivers, and they pick up nice yardage.
Back to the running game with Jacobs. He will push his way down to about the 14. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And now we've got a 3rd and 3. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their 1st drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you've got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up fourth down.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And the Raiders jump out to a 3-0 advantage. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball, what's the first thing the coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach turned his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. At the line, ready to go. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
And now the throw here is incomplete, and with that, we come to the end of the first quarter of play. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he'll get about 3 out of that up to the 39-yard line. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Zappi on third down. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker, complete. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 44-yard line. Zappi to throw on 1st down. And incomplete. He dropped it. Maybe a rookie mistake there. 2nd down. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
I would say it would probably be a good idea for him to reintroduce himself to his receivers at the half because they're definitely on different wavelengths. But I also don't advocate waiting that long. Next series, before you get out there, hey, let's get together, guys. Let's get this thing moving.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
2nd and 9 now from the 21. Carr going to throw. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
Here's the Raiders punter now. And deep to return it is Marcus Jones. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. On the return is Jones. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Patriots take over.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
His first catch, good for 8 and a first down. Harris running straight ahead. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for them.
Zappe in trouble, and he's going down. A tough spot here after that sack. Zappe and the Pats now face a 3rd and long. He'll look to throw. That's Bourne. Got it on the slant. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 42. Needed 13. They got 14 on 3rd down. Zappe looking to throw it on 1st down. His throw incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Zappe, open man is Bourne. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. They hand this off to Harris. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3. 4th down. Here's Zappi. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down. And the Raider D, they get the football back. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. Doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, that's an excellent way to get the pass rush activated. The first sack of the game for them comes on the first play of the drive, and it makes it very tough for the opponent to pick up a first down now, playing behind the sticks.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Carr. Got a man. It's Darren Waller. A good pickup there. 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. Through the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
Carr looking to throw on 3rd and 2. He completes it right side and right. And he is going to have the Raiders first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Now on 1st down. He rifles one that's intercepted. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the 1st half.
It certainly feels like the classic second guess, but let's be honest about it. They had a chance going to halftime with the lead. Why did they take a chance with a throw there? I don't understand that.
Well, that's what I'm wondering. And now this defense has to try to protect that lead going into the locker room. And this heads straight to the sideline. I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, they won't. Here comes the flag. They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Zappi looks to throw it. That's caught by Myers. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it. So on comes the field goal unit. Folks, kick is good, and that will tie us at 3-3. Well, Charles, I think you'd have to call that a win for the defense after the turnover already in field goal range, and they had to settle for 3.
Yeah, being the beautiful part is you start so close to the end zone that your thought process on offense has to loosen up a little bit because you're thinking to yourself, you're almost guaranteed 3. Let's take some good shots at the end zone and try and turn it into 6.
So we've reached halftime in a low-scoring affair, just a pair of field goals. 3-3 is our score. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. 2nd half ready to roll. 2 field goals, the combined output in half number 1. Could be first touchdown wins. Amir Abdullah going to take it out of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee Wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
He's up now to 80 yards receiving in the ball game, and he's got a first down. Here's Carr to throw. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete. Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't, because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think you might have had it right. Wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield and almost felt like he wanted to pull that one back.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Carr. Oh, looking for Waller, but this is intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are, positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
On first down, here's Zappi. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Another try after the first down sack. Zappi under pressure, and they got to him again. That's Crosby. What a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign.
Well, someone's closing in on the lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's complete into the hands of Myers. Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a 4th down. Folks' kick is good, and they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals. It's 6-3. Whatever was said in the locker room during the break must have worked. They forced the turnover. They didn't get the touchdown, Charles, but it does translate into 3 points to begin the second half.
Exactly as they discussed in the locker room at halftime. Get some points to get things kick-started. Now start your half off with some momentum. Give you something to build on for your next possession.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally, because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
And they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the 3rd quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. On 2nd and 9, Carr. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down. Quick throw caught out wide by Renfro. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Coming up on a 2nd and 6. Throwing now is Carr. Back to Renfro again, complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots 33. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Caught out right by Renfro. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
On play action, it's Carr. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's third down. Snap comes at 1, and it's Carr. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Carr now to throw. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
Just too much air on the ball. That's a missed opportunity in a game where you don't have many opportunities left.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Here's a handoff to Jacobs running left. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Now Carr. Touchdown Raiders! Calvin Ridley, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And that will make this a 4-point game. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. No run back here for Jones, a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. Zappe's throw into the hands of Henry here. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. On 2nd down, this is Harris. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 47 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much for the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Man, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 45-yard line. Zappe to throw on 1st down. And he gets this to Thornton. Touchdown, Patriots. Tyquan Thornton, 45 yards. And the Patriots answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. Folk connects on the extra point, and that gives them a 3-point lead.
Patriots 13, Raiders 10. Jake Bailey to kick off for the Patriots.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Here's Abdullah from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game, and all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
On 2nd and 15 now. Carr, Renfro bringing it in over the middle. Hook up a 15 yards there. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Now Carr. It's caught. This is White. He's going to have the first down and more than that. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. And even 30 yards on a play that began back at the 30.
Well, this is where an offense needs to show what it's made of. And in fact, where a quarterback needs to show what he's made of. Trying to engineer a fourth quarter comeback. And he hits a big one right there.
Throwing on first down is Carr. Quickly a slant to Renfro. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Carr to throw again. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. They bring a man off the corner that time, and he gets home for a loss of 6. 3rd down, trying to get a little bit closer. From here, the field goal would be 55 yards. Carr going to throw. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49.
Well, that simply is a missed opportunity. They're in position. If they take the ball downfield and score, they got a chance to win the game. Instead, they cough it up. I don't think next week at practice is going to be a whole lot of fun for him.
On the other side, no bigger time to force a turnover when you've got that small lead.
Yeah, and when you look at it from the offense's perspective, taking care of the ball is so important. I know they're going to have all kind of ball security drills in practice next week.
So they come up on 2nd down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing. They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Going play action here with Zappi. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage here on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Fourth down, here's Zappi. Quick completion to Henry. And some space here. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th. What a luxury to have a tight end that can not only catch it, but then can run after the catch like that.
What was the old expression back in the good old days? And they used to carry pianos on their backs when they were after they caught the football. Someone would stop.
And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game. So the first drive ended in 3. This time they take it down and punch it in the end zone.
So that first drive felt like they were just gathering knowledge, didn't it? Just enough to kick the field goal on the first one. And the second time, they put it all together and got it all the way to the end zone.
Extra point up and good by Folk. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Raiders 10.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
For the Patriots.
Here's Abdullah from his end zone.
Amir Abdullah on the return. The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door. Maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
And we'll see if they go back to base. On second down, Jacobs. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. And I'll tell you what, it has not been with a whole lot of frequency over the last couple of decades or so that teams have come into New England and escaped with a victory. But that's what happened here.
It almost doesn't feel real, does it?
We've seen it so few times.